Welcome to Metaphysical Meanderings with Master Psychic Lana Duncan Hartgraves. Lana has been a practicing psychic for over 25 years and has the gifts of clairaudience, clairvoyance, and clairsentience. She is an empath, a medium, as well as a pet communicator and health advisor. If you want to know more about what she does, check her out at www.enchantedsky.com.
All right. Hi. Hey there, Kent. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I am okay. I have been busy now. If you guys don't know, I wasn't on Sunday. I don't know if anybody knows, I have an autoimmune. It's Motos. And I sometimes will do something stupid that will create a storm. And so I literally, no joke, I literally will have to sleep. I'll be shaky. It gets really bad. And like a moron, I drank coffee. And I know better because I can't have caffeine anymore. And you guys, it has to do with my weight loss surgery too, because it's going through your system faster now. So anyway, but that's where I was Sunday. So if any of you guys missed me, I'm sorry. I should be fine. Reminder, we're going to Sedona. I've got it all planned. I've got everything done. We're going on a Jeep tour. We're doing spoon bending. We're only there for a few days. It's only I'm coming in Monday night. I'm leaving Friday morning. So if you are interested, hit me up. I do have 2 spots. I had one person that says I can't go. So if you guys do want to go yet, it's pretty damn cheap. I mean, everybody's going for under $1,000 for like 5 days to Sedona. So because that's the way I arranged everything. And I'm hoping, hi guys, good morning. I'm hoping that if I get in, I start learning people and knowing them really well, that's what's going to happen. Okay. So that you guys know. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about some of my predictions. Sorry, I'm on late. I have a brand new computer. He hit me up this morning and I went, oh, I'm supposed to be with him today. So sometimes I go live by myself. So, with that said, but, yeah. So, what are you guys thinking about the vice president pick for Kamala Harris? Remember I told you I thought they had dark hair. I saw somebody with dark hair. The narrative didn't make sense, but now I think she picked somebody very, very good. I do think that. I know a lot about Minnesota because I'm just my neighbor. I'm in Minnesota a lot. And so I think that was a good choice. So, yeah. But anyway, I still don't understand who this dark-haired person is. I kind of wonder if maybe I was seeing, because the person was a little shorter. And I know that the House Speaker, Mike Johnson, is short, and they were welcoming him in. I think he's still too short. I still think it might. I looked at this. So hi guys. So this is what I think I might be seeing, and you guys tell me because this is my vision, and they're real specific, but this one wasn't. So I see like a line of the Senate and the House of Representatives shaking hands, and so I'm like, okay. All right, so what's going on here? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what does this all mean? And I heard president. And so I'm like, okay, well, the person has about 5'10" or so, very neatly cut hair, in nice shape. I wonder if it's Jeff Jackson. I really, truly wonder if that was Jeff Jackson that I saw. And they just showed me a glimpse of it. But all I know is that person has a blonde running mate. And she's kind of tall and she's kind of thin with long hair in heels. So when they always wear heels. Maybe you're seeing Kamala's husband. Nope, it's not it. Because I saw this guy and then I saw blonde. Now, Mike Johnson does have a blonde wife, but I still don't think that. So it's yet to be seen. So I guess I did say that I thought it would be Jeff Shapiro because of the Josh Shapiro because of the dark hair. Well, I'm surprised. I would say so. I partake that as a mistake, but I think that this hasn't inject. So I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but I want you guys to know that. All right. Now, as far as, hi, Teresa Campbell, anybody that, if you are interested in going with me, you need to reach out to me. I am, for my Sedona trip, I just sent out invoices for everybody. So if everybody's going with me, there you go. Also, thank you very much, Michael O'Malley. Michael O'Malley, did he start his podcast yet or anything yet?
No, not yet.
He's been too busy. But he did send me a bunch of new candles, so I have to give him a plug because these are the best candles. Like, I kid you not. And they're out of his, he sent them to me from his business. And his business is doing pretty well because they're good candles. And
yeah, he's awesome.
I'm looking to see if he's online with me somewhere. Michael, where are you? Sometimes he pops in because I know he's working. So, all right. So I want you to, yep. Yes. There we go. I'm looking. Nope, I don't see him. But he might pop in. So anyway, we all know that my prediction has been, everything is, like I said, has been about Kamala Harris. I said it in 21. I said there's a woman president coming. I also want to state, do I have a link somewhere to Michael O'Malley? I do. He's going to talk to me because he's like, I told him to send me a link. So when he pops in, he usually pops in. So otherwise I'm going to start putting it on my website for him because he sent them to me and I was going to buy them and he said, no, you advertise for me. So I'll send them to you. I'm like, okay. So, but right now I've got the tomato leaf going. And so, and it smells like a damn garden, man. It really does. It's really good. It smells like a tomato, like, the leaves of the tomato when you're out in the garden. And then I've got Enchanted, because Enchanted's guy, he sends me that one. It's got an angel on it. And then I like my favorites, the Philly soft pretzel, and it smells really good. Anyway, so that's it. I will find a link. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to put one by the end of the day, link onto my website. All right. Okay. So I just want to let you guys know, I still say I believe it's Kamala Harris by 8 percentages. Now I will tell you also that because I'm getting so many people hitting me up, like people are nervous, people are scared. I'm like, don't be, because this is supposed to, okay, there's a reason. Now I'm a psychic, and yes, I can see this. This is so, there's Brotherly Creation, lovecreations.com. It's called brotherlycreations.com. And if you are on my TikTok, but you go on 216 the net or on my Facebook or YouTube channel, I have to be careful. You can find it there. The link is there. We just posted it off of a Hue channel. Okay. So if you go on there, you'll see them. Okay. Now back to what I was saying. I have been saying that there's a lot of good changes. And I, as a psychic and a medium, I see them, but I also know logically, I have 2 master's degrees and with a background in U.S. history. Okay. I taught U.S. history. I wasn't just an art teacher. I was an art teacher, but for a few years, I had to teach half art, half U.S. history. And so that's just something happens when you're an art teacher, because sometimes you don't have enough, people signed up. But history repeats itself. History repeats itself, and we are in a repeating cycle, and it's going to become progressive. Now, 100 years ago, what happened 100 years ago? The Progressive Party, and it's going full circle is what's going on. Okay, so that's why I'm saying I think Kiana, what? Okay, somebody asked, so what I'm saying is that she's going to run. I'm questioning if she's going to run twice. I don't know why. Remember I said I don't know why even Joe Biden wouldn't run. I don't. Maybe I have to study that a little better. But I do say that, yeah. So I got somebody saying they don't see her running after 4 years. Okay, okay, whatever. So with that said, I've been doing, we did post the new predictions. Now, one more time for all these predictions. is there's good things happening. It's more of a progressive attitude. Now, I don't know you guys know much about Minnesota, but Minnesota has become one of the best places like ever. And it has to do with their governor. And now he's running for vice president. Like he has done things like people are going to school for free. How is he doing it? He's balancing the budget, that's for sure. There's ways to do it. He knows how to do it. And I'm telling you, he's a very, really, really positive guy. And I really am glad she did choose him. I first thought he was like, man, he looks old. He's only 60. He looks like doesn't he look older than that to you guys? Is that just me? He looks older than 60. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm 57. He doesn't look, he looks a whole lot older than me. And I'm like, I don't know. Although somebody thought I was 45 the other day. So I'm like, no. Hey, I look younger. Hey, the more weight I lose, you know. But yeah, and it's slow. It's so slow now, you guys. Like it's like 4 pounds a month now. It's really slow because it's slowed down, which is okay though. Anyway, yes, he looks older. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody said that too. They go, yes, he looks older. Yes, he does, but he's not. And he does have a good energy. It's his hair. I agree. If he didn't have the gray hair and it was thinning, he wouldn't look so old. But he's got good energy. And so, yeah, he's only 2 years older than Kamala. I know. That's what Doug, I know you're like, whoa, like, you know, he isn't worried. He isn't concerned about his looks. He's not vain. That's a good thing in a person. And here's the thing is from what I can tell so far, so don't hold me to this. He seems so normal. Is what Kelly said. That's funny. All right. Yeah, thank you. He's a normal guy. Now, we've got a great governor here in the state of Wisconsin, Tony Evers. I actually met the guy and shook his hand. We talked. He kicked off his governor's campaign in Beloit. And so he was a teacher, just like Walls was a teacher. And I met him and I really like him too. He's a great guy. I'm real happy with my governor too. He just fights pushing things through. So yeah, Tosh, it says he seems so cool. He seems cool at ASF. Yes, that's the thing. You have to understand how happy people are in Minnesota. I know I lived on the Minnesota border at one point, and now I live on the Wisconsin-Illinois border. But and I'm happy. I think that this will work, and I think that she secured her ticket with that choice. Now I don't know if you guys know, but I am sure she had chosen Josh Shapiro, but there's some type of controversy going on. So I'm not going to say, but if you look it up, you'll see. All right, but he is. From what I can see and what I have been told, he's squeaky clean. They can't find anything on the guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know if that's true because, things come out of the woodwork. But it's nice to have somebody that might be squeaky clean in politics again after what we've been putting up with. All right? And I still say there's massive change to the U.S. Constitution in a good way. In a good way. We're going to get Human Rights Amendment. We're going to get Equal Rights Amendment. We're going to get both. All right? Yeah, he had a DUI 30 years ago. Well, yeah, that's 30 years ago. What were you? How old was he? A kid? 30 years old, 29 years old, So yeah. Will he be sentenced? Yeah. Will Trump be sentenced to prison? I'm taking your questions, by the way. I'm looking at these. And remember, everything's free. I'm going to be doing this. Anyway, Trump will never serve a day. Trump will never serve a day. I am telling you, he will not serve a day. Okay. All right. So just to let you know. Good morning, Earl. Oh, you got the hurricane coming. That's right. Which I predicted. You guys do know I predicted that hurricane about 2 to 3 weeks ago, right? Yeah. Somebody's like, yay. Yay. All right. Yeah. All right. I just read something. I'm going to share it with you in a second. So I think that we're going forward, and that's what this is. Okay. Do you think that Trump will flee the country? I think he will. I think he's going to want to move, or he might. I don't know if he's going to stay gone, but I something's up with that. I've been predicting that. So, what will Trump's punishment be? He's going to get away with it. He's going to get away with everything, pretty much. They're just not gonna. I want to say that Kamala Harris is going to show kindness. I'm going to tell you. I'm telling you, yeah, he's not going to serve time. No. Okay. So I know it's wrong. Well, you know what? Remember, Kent, when we were kids and Ford pardoned Nixon?
Yep.
Uh-huh. I think there's a pardon in the way. And that's like, so I'm just letting you guys know can't you feel the energy shift? Can you feel it? Do you feel it? I do.
Yeah, and maybe that pardoning would be help bring America closer together.
Because and you knew he was a Republican, right? He switched to Democrat because he's a progressive. So he still has very moderate viewpoints. And remember, I told you guys they were moderate. That was what was going to get in office. Now, the dark-haired guy, I don't understand who this is, and I don't know why I saw it. Do you know what I'm saying? It confuses me. I still wonder if it's Jeff Jackson. He's the right height, right haircut, real neatly cut, nice frame from the back. Nice shoulders. Jeff Jackson's in great shape. I think that might be who I saw. I still say the minute that I saw that guy, he's a president. He is a president. And if he keeps himself clean like he has been keeping himself out of trouble, maybe it's Pete. I don't know. It could, Pete Buttigieg, I like him a lot. I think that people need to leave him alone. So what if he's gay? It's not anybody's business. What you do in the privacy of your own home is your own business. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm not sure who that is. I'm just letting you guys know. I'm seeing at a later date, and I knew that. I just don't understand why. Like why I was being shown. I'm going to have to ask my guys to give me more information, maybe. All right. Maybe I'm picking up on cabinet members. Somebody said that. No, I don't think so. I think that because they said to me president. So I'm like, they think I will tell you that, yeah, Pete has a big future, Iris says. Yes. I do want to tell you that I think that there will be progressive moderates in office for the next 12 years. Okay. And that is a prediction that I did put up on my website. All right. I think it was Shapiro up until a couple hours before. You better believe I did. It was. They found out some harassment issues. Like I don't look them up. You can. So yeah, Kamala, I feel bad because I have a lot of people I try really hard not to pass judgment. It has been hard for me to just shut my mouth when it comes to the voting and how to, you vote how you want. If you want Trump, my mother-in-law voted for Trump. And I had a lot of followers that were Trump people. And as soon as I said Kamala Harris would win, they reported me. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a lot of very angry people. And I'm just saying, I know what's true. If I said, oh, it's Trump's winning. Okay. But he's not. Now, people are asking me, no, it wasn't. Yes, Mama Bear. Mama Bear says, your vision wasn't for the 24. No, it's not. It's not for the 24 because there was a blonde lady involved. See, I'm saying I just don't know how far advanced it is. I don't understand, but I will tell you something. They told me it was the next. Okay. It wasn't part of the Biden administration. Kamala Harris is part of the Biden administration. I think I saw the next round. I really do. Okay. I think that's what it is. Yes, there's great news for that DACA, Carlos. Yeah. And I really am inviting everybody. I think that this is a good guy. If he was a Republican, he became a Democrat, but he's a moderate progressive Democrat like I am. Like there's things that I don't agree with completely in the Democratic Party. I just don't. I'm down the middle a little bit. So I agree with it. I support it, and we'll wait and see. All right. Is any good news for DACA? Yes, there's good news for DACA. This is what's going to happen. Listen to me. Okay. Now people are like, oh, they're okay. Even historically, I taught U.S. history way back in the 1800s or 1820, 1830. There were immigration issues. People were like, oh, we don't want all these immigrants. And they would come in waves. First, it was the Irish. Then they would those icky Irish people. No joke. Yep. During the potato famine. Then it was Italians. And then it's always a group of people. You do understand this, right? It's been like this forever. Then it was I can't remember some of the other groups, but now it's Hispanic people. I mean, I hate that that's what this is what this is about. Let's be honest here. They're being racist, they're being xenophobic, and it's going to stop though, because what's going to happen is they're going to they're basically going to do an Ellis Island type thing. Hi, give me your information. We're going to do a background check on you. We're going to make sure that you're not a criminal. Okay, give me your here. I need this, and this. We're going to do a health check. We're going to do welcome to the United States. Go get a job. You know what I mean? It's got to be done this way, and it is coming. And I know that it is. And these DACA people that have been in limbo, it's painful. You guys, I don't know if you guys know what DACA is going through, but the people that were brought, if you were brought when you were 6 months old by your parents, and yes, they may have been illegal, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe they even got their citizenship and had struggled with that. But you're DACA, you're in between. Here you are, raised in the United States your whole time. You speak English, you're American through and through, and you can't get your Social Security card. You can't go, but you're paying taxes. You see what I'm saying? You're doing illegal. People think about this, you guys. People always say they don't pay taxes and we give them money and blah blah. It's false information. I know. I'm not going to say, but I know some illegals. Okay? They pay taxes. They pay taxes for they pay tax for their items, so they're paying sales tax. They're paying tax. I don't know how this all works. I don't. I will say I don't. But I'm telling you that they pay taxes out of their paychecks. They end up with a number and they get taxed to death. Now, I know somebody who's illegal, but it has gotten their number. They have a number and they're kind of in a waiting, and they're paying a lot of tax. They're paying a lot. Okay. I just want you to remember that. So don't think that you hear all these false rumors. Just welcome people. Be nice. Welcome in. It is all about racism. If I'm going to tell you right now, if these people that were coming, and some people are Russian, some people are Chinese, some of y'all different nationalities. But if these people had blonde hair and blue eyes, we wouldn't be hearing about it. Let's be honest. That's what's going on. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. And I, as a person who's only 1% Native American, you're all, I know, my third great grandmother, my fourth was full. So it's back there a little ways. I'm not a lot, but I wouldn't be here without her. It gave me a sense of belonging that I did not have before being here in this continent. And it's very interesting to view it now, because I still say the native people are taking over. They're taking back their continent. They're taking back their country. And who is going to be made in Minnesota? Did you hear who is going to be the governor? Kent?
Nope.
She's Native American, first Native American governor.
Oh, cool.
Female. Yes. Because the Sioux are in Minnesota.
Yeah.
A lot of Sioux are there. So think about it.
Exciting.
I still say, I have a theory about this. I have been saying that I thought that the Native American people would, and it had been predicted for many years, that they would, and it's in their own culture, that they would gain power again. And I still want to say most Hispanic people have a high percentage of Native American blood, and this is how they're gaining their country back. I'm telling you. I don't care what anybody says. I think it's a positive thing. I love it. I think it's great. And and so it's about time. Somebody said females. Yes. And it's all about learning to be in balance. And that is what we're going to start to see more. We're going to start to learn from our native brothers about balance. That is what's going to be happening. Okay. So Cyril wants to know if everything's going to go blue so something can get done. I believe it's going to. I know that she's going to have a uphill battle at times. So I think that it's going to, but you do know to get out and vote. and go. And what they, what somebody proposed. You guys know this. I don't know if you knew this. Somebody proposed, and this, I've heard this. I think this was actually from more conservative guy that I was following, which is okay. I'm okay. I'm like I said, I'm moderate. But he said he proposed that everybody who's had over 8 years in office in the House and Senate needs to be voted out, and that everybody new needs to come in. So to make sure you look on your ballot to make sure if the person's got too many years to not vote for them. That way you get fresh people in. I thought that was a really good idea, actually. And it's a grassroots movement because I've seen it many times, people saying that. Okay. So like I said, women are going to run the world. It's supposed to happen. We're in the age of Aquarius. You do know that that's what this is all about, right? Now some people say that we didn't start in 2020. Some people say, oh, it's this year, it's that year. I still say it's the end of 2020. If you think about this shift happened at the end of it happened around 2020. Think about the shift and how things are starting to shift. More women and and remember, in the age of Aquarius, any evil will fall upon itself because it can't, if it does not support love. Remember that. That is what the age of Aquarius is. It's in the Bible. There is a passage that talks about Jesus and a pitcher of water. And he's talking about astrology. Jesus understands astrology. You know why? Astrology isn't magic. Astrology is about time. You do understand it's E equals MC squared. That's all astrology is. Oh, I'm controlled by Pluto. No, it's where Pluto was at the time in the sky. And that's how they're keeping track of time by the sky. That's so that you guys understand that. Will Ted Cruz lose his Senate seat? He may. Like, there's going to be massive change. You're going to be from November to January. It's going to be really hairy. I think they're going to do a recall. I mean, they're going to try. I don't see how they're going to win. It's almost 10. That's eight points. That's a percentage points difference. That's quite a bit. Okay. Yeah, you know what Shayna said, and she's right. The only problem with that is that they get paid for life after they've served. I know it shouldn't be. It should be able to do that. I agree. I'm not wearing I have a shirt that says "Pay Senators Minimum Wage," and I usually wear it. But yeah. So I just want you guys to know. All right. Gibby says Texas canceled 2.1 million voters. Well, those 2.1 million voters need to gather together and they need to walk in. So check. And so Gibby says to check your registration. I know I got sent my write-in, but I'm gonna show up. So, but here in August, we're voting here in the state of Wisconsin for something. I'm supposed to vote no. They're trying to push something in secretively. So if you're in Wisconsin, vote no. Because it's a scam. They're being underhanded. So just vote no. All right. So I'm going to take a few questions now. I just Cruz, Marjorie, and Gates. They hope they get out of there. I see what I'm saying. This is positive. I'm not against Republicans. I have voted Republican. Like, I think I voted, my first vote thing was, I think Bush, the first Bush. I think I voted for him. I think I voted Democrat, and then I know I voted Republican. I have, because it wasn't so divided as it is now. And they, and I'm, with the MAGA and stuff. PA is going blue. Yes, Cheryl. I know that for sure. That one I know for sure. Yes. All right. Yeah, Boebert. These people that they're just after attention. You notice that some of these people, they just want attention, and they're crazy. Like, this is not how to run our country. I want somebody in there. I don't know about. I'm sure you're all feeling this way, with some morals and ethics. Like, I have very high morals and ethics. I mean, I'm the type of person, if I found $1,000 and it had somebody's name on it, or if I had a way of getting it back to the person, it would go back to the person. Because remember, it's karmic. So I just want you to, I just think we're going forward, and your guys are going to be, there's just such an energy shift. There's hope. And when we have hope, I think that's the energy change. Okay. So I just want to let you guys know. All right. Okay. Hi, guys.
All right.
Hi, Barry Sax lady. My daughter played the Barry Sax.
Well, let's start with Ann Iva. Our
Okay.
good friend Ann Iva says, "Hi, Lana. I have a sudden worsening of the back pain that radiates to the leg. Do you see me getting better before the end of summer?"
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's going to hurt for a little while yet, but I will tell you something to try. It works for me. And if you have not done it, I am doing it when I go on my retreat, Qigong. It's these slow movements, and it's also strengthening. I had the worst backache on Monday. I got up with such bad, but it's stress. I had gone to my Hashimoto's thing. But I got up and I went and did Qigong, and it was all gone within an hour. I swear to you, this stuff works, because what it does is, so you guys don't know about Qigong. Let me tell you really fast. Qigong is older than Tai Chi. Tai Chi is more, it's martial arts without hitting somebody. That's right. Qigong is purposeful movements to release negative energy in your body.
Yep.
So you're releasing from your kidneys, releasing from your liver, releasing from your back, and it works. I highly suggest it. Go find something on YouTchannel. All right. And see if you can find something there, because after this, I'm going to go do some, because then I got to read all day. I got behind you guys. Hey, listen to this one. Here's a good one. So did you get a tornado warning the other night, Kent?
No.
You didn't get one? We did.
No.
Because I'm an hour north. So,
yeah.
But we had one. And the funnel cloud went right over the house again, fourth time now. And I'm reading for somebody, and I hear my daughter's the phone go off, and I ignored it, and then I heard my husband go, Lana, we have a tornado warning, and it's just down the road. The funnel cloud's just down the road. So I'm talking to the lady, and I'm like, well, I guess I have to make it up. So I'm really sorry, but I guess, and nothing did happen. It broke up and dispersed. That goes right over the house and disperses. But that's the fourth one this year. I'm like in Tornado Alley or something. Anyway, I am too. Like, it's just this year, it's just been weird. Anyway, but I just thought it was kind of funny, but I have to make one of her readings up. And so I have readings to make up. So anyway, all right. Will they ever, okay, really fast. Somebody wants to know if they're going to get delivered to the Electoral College. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I predicted the Supreme Court 3 years ago that there would be additional people added to the Supreme Court. I predicted the removal of the Electoral College. You check out go on to enchantedSky.com and check them out. Check them out. Okay. All right. Because I'm telling you that this is stuff that needed to be done for a very long time, and nobody was doing it. And now it's going to get done. Okay. All right. So go ahead. What else we got?
Frankie says, will I get approved for the apartment that I just applied for yesterday? I'm hoping to move next month, September.
You're moving October. Frankie, I don't understand that. I don't know if it's if it's that apartment or not, but you're moving more like October, but it could be that. I wish I could see a picture. Sometimes they show me pictures. So if it's an apartment in an apartment building, I believe it is that one. If it's more like a duplex or in a house, no. How's that? It's kind of what they show me. All right. So
excellent.
All right. So, all right, let me take a couple off of, I'm going to take a couple off of TikTok. All right, here we go. Will we get rid of Clarence Thomas once and for all? Yes. He is going to be given an ultimatum, and are they going to investigate? That's what it's coming. I predicted it, and they said that that's a very, very real possibility. But I said that several months ago. I would say, so look on my website, the prediction page. I have to edit it. I'm having somebody work for me, and she didn't put the dates. She didn't timestamp them. I got to get in there and timestamp them. But so yeah. All right. I'm going to take somebody off of Instagram. Oh, you got any questions on Instagram? I see people coming in and out on Instagram. A lot of times you guys move, so it's okay. Here we go. Will you get Natasha wants to know if she's going to get an SUV soon. I want to say October, November, dear. Not like right now. I want to say, I don't know why. I maybe like let the interest rates drop. Maybe, I don't know. They're going to drop. I've been predicting that. Remember when I predicted, Kent, that they would go up, and people and I predicted the gas prices would. I predicted that, right? So
they came down a little bit. They came down a little bit yesterday. So.
Yeah, I know. Well, remember though, during 2020, I said, watch the gas prices are going to go up too. And I gave a price. Now, remember, I'm predicting for my area and for like the Chicagoland, you guys are probably about 60 to 75 cents more expensive a gallon.
Yep, about 70 cents more. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because they have state tax that we don't have. But that's why I live here. It's cheaper. Anyway, but yeah, the interest rates are going to come down. So yeah, and if you guys know, I know the stock market's trash. I know it's trash. Trust me, I've lost a lot of money. But I also am leaving it sit. Just leave it sit for the long haul. Just leave it sit. You have to understand now. Remember, I'm not just a psychic. I know other things. I'm a history teacher. That traditionally it goes all over the place during an election, and it will stabilize. And I did pull a reading, and the economy looks really good next year. I got the Sun card. And I still say the government's going to step in. And remember, I told you that they were going to step in and help us buy houses. Remember, now they've done the thing with BlackRock. They're making BlackRock sell all of their houses, and they aren't allowed to buy any. That's going to make a flood in the market. But I also say that the government's going to create a program that's going to help people buy a house, because at its core, that's the American dream: is to own your own house, your own land. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. All right. So go ahead. What do we got?
Hey, Andrea says, will I get a job this month?
End of August. You'll at least know, you'll at least be talking to somebody by the end of August. Sometimes I'll say, oh,
Well, it seems as if Lana has frozen in time. With that said, hopefully she could jump back on real quick. Again, just a good shout out to our good friends over at diamondsnaturalstore.com for all of your fur babies healthy diet needs. Check them out at diamondsnaturalstore.com and let them know that you heard it here on Metaphysical Meanderings. And then another quick shout out to our good friends over at Brotherly Love Creations for the candles that Lana was talking about earlier in the show. Mention Lana when you order, but check them out at brotherlylovecreations.com. She looks like she lost her internet connection, so I apologize for cutting this short, but we're going to go ahead and cut it short. And if you didn't get your questions answered and you want your questions answered, reach out to Lana's Enchanted Sky coffee page at coffee.com/Enchanted Sky. She does a great job. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here on a weird Metaphysical Meanderings. Maybe she's speaking too much truth and she got silenced. They cut her internet off. Who knows? We love you all. But until next time, we'll see you in a couple weeks.